everyone, I'm Lily. I'm 8. Today I'm going to read a story. The title of this story is What's That Sound? Here we are, said Dan. I'll hold for 2 whole weeks. I looked at my brother Tim. Isn't this place great? I think it's spooky, he whispered. Shh, that's it. Listen, what do you hear? Not much, I told him. Exactly, he said. Peace and quiet at last. Dad loves the country, Mom said. Said Mom. Me too, I said. Come on, Tim, let's explore. No, why? He said. He lowered his voice. This place looks haunted. Don't be silly, I said. There's no such thing as a ghost, you know it. No, I don't, Tim said. But you came with me anyway. About 2 feet. Then he had a fit. Amy, what's that noise? He asked. I heard it too. A high squeaky sound. Bats! Tim shrieked. I'm out of here. Hold on, I said. I pointed out. That squeaky sound is just baby bird crying for food. The mother bird flew over with a word, and the chirping stopped. Well, it could have been bats, Tim said. During dinner that night, we heard a high tinkling sound. Tim's eyebrows shot up. That's just wind chimes, I told him. It's so quiet here, Daphne. We can even hear the tiny little sound. Isn't that great? Why did Dad think it's so quiet here? Tim asked later. I heard a million scary noise. Name one, I said. That creepy tapping noise, he whispered. He scrunched down the cover. The sound was coming from the window. I got up to investigate. I don't think you should go over there, Amy, said Tim. It might get you. Don't be a scaredy cat, I said. I pulled back the curtain. See, I said, it's only a moth bumping against the screen. We heard them at Cape all the time at Cape last summer. Now please go to sleep. But Amy, Tim groaned. It was starting to rain. Raindrop makes a nice peaceful sound, I said. That will help you fall asleep. I was dozing off when I heard a deep rumbling noise. Thunder! The window rattled. Something is trying to get in! Tim yelled. He was halfway out of bed. That's just the window shaking, I said. Sound wave from the thunder moved through the ear and my things vibrate. Vibrate? Asked him. Move back and forth. I said. I had it in science. Touch your throat like this. Now bust like a bee. Wow, said Tim. I felt something vibrating, moving, vibrating. I said. Vibration called sound waves. Some sound make little waves, and loud sound make big waves, said Tim. That's cool. But I still say this place is full of scary noise, he said. Tim said, you know what, I said. You make more noise than all the noise in this place put together. Can we please go to sleep? Amy, Tim said, can I sleep next to you? He grabbed his blanket and made a bed on the floor. Before I could say a word, I said okay. Anyway, Maybe now I could get some sleep. I was starting to have a wonderful dream when Tim grabbed my foot. Amy, wake up! He whispered. Something's moving on the stair. It's making a creaking sound. I don't hear anything. Just cover your ears and go to sleep, I said. Then we heard something smash downstairs. This time I jumped out of the bed. We better go see what happened, I said. Tim shook his head. Okay, I'll go myself, I told him. Wait, Tim said. I'm coming. I put my finger to my leg. Tim nodded. We crept downstairs. A bolt of lightning flashed outside. Then came a loud crash of thunder. Tim took my hand and held on tight. The kitchen door was moving. Whew, there was Dad, holding a fat sandwich. Hope I didn't scare you, he said. Who, us? Said Tim. We looked at each other. My grumbling stomach was keeping me up, Dad said. Sorry I woke you. I brought a plate. Are you guys hungry? No, thanks, I said. We're tired to eat. The peace and quiet, Dad said again at breakfast. Oh, it does. Mom smiled. Tim doesn't think it's quiet here, I teased. He thinks every little sound is a ghost. No, I don't, said Tim. Last night I did, but that's because I didn't know what was making a sound. I'm okay now, I think. Good, I said. Then no more talking about haunted houses. No more worrying about ghosts or monsters. Deal? Deal, said Tim. He really mean it. He didn't mention ghosts ever once that day. Around sunset, we went out and caught fireflies. Suddenly, we heard a low moaning sound. Woo! Ooh, what's that sound? I cried. It was like nothing I ever heard before. I couldn't help it. I was scared. Let's go find out, Tim shouted and took off across the field. I ran after him. Come back, I yelled. The moaning seemed to be coming from an old tree. It got louder as we got closer. Maybe we should get out of here, I said. I really truly didn't believe in ghosts, but if there were any, they sound like this. We can't, Tim said. We made a deal, remember? No more ghosts. I couldn't believe what Tim did then. He went inside. No, Tim, I cried. Even though my heart was pounding, I went in after him. I had to save him from a friendly old man with a tuba. Guess you two heard me practicing, eh? He said. Mrs. Hubbard can't stand the noise. But I got to get ready for the big parade tomorrow. I'm the only tuba they got. Were you scared? Tim asked me later. Scared? I said. Of a tuba? Give me a break. What about you? I wasn't scared at all, he said. Not much anyway. We both started to laugh. The next day at the parade, Tim and I waved to Mr. Hubbard. Who's that? Dad shouted over the music. Just a friendly ghost, Tim shouted back. Mrs. Hubbard was at the parade too. She didn't seem to mind the tuba one bit. Then the wind blew her hair, and we discovered why. She had cotton in her ears. The end. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.